It's time for some more 80s baseball. Pete Rose is up to bat with Dan Petrie on the mound for the Tigers. Pete Rose up. He rolls a 63. You can see down there. And that's going to be a 31 on his card. And that tells us right here in the box. That's a fly out to Chet Lemon for the first out. Bake McBride's up now. He rolls a 61. And that'll get him a 40. Which will be a fly out to left field, out to Larry Herndon for the out. 2 down. Mike Schmidt up playing third base. He rolls a 15. That'll be a 10, and that's a single. So he's going to be over there on first base now. 2 down. That brings up Greg Luzinski. He rolls a 32. That's going to get him a 26. And that's going to be a fielder's choice out at second on a 4-6 put out. And there's the out. On that play from Lou Whitaker to Alan Trammell. That's going to bring up the Tigers now with Lou Whitaker up to bat and Steve Carlton on the mound for the Phillies. And that's going to be a 53 on the dice roll, getting them 18, which is a out to second base. Goes over to Trillo. He throws it on over to Pete Rose. That's the first out. Brings up Alan Trammell now. Rolls a 62. Going to get him a 14. That's a base on balls for Alan Trammell as he walks on down to first base. And that brings up Kirk Gibson now. 32. That's going to get him a 26. That's a fielder's choice out at second on a 4-6 put out there. They get 1 out. And Lou Whitaker is out at second and Kirk Gibson is on first. 2 down now. Lance Parrish up. Kirk Gibson out first. Rolls a 41. We get a 24. That's going to be a fielder's choice out again. This time it's going to be a 6-4 put out. Boa to Trillo to end the inning. And the Tigers are down in the first. Back to the top of the second. Trillo up the bat now. And that's a 65. He gets a 35. And that's going to be a foul out to the first baseman. And Bergman's over there waiting for it on the foul out. And that's going to be the first out. Gary Maddox up now. And he rolls a 22, which gets him a hit. Then you go back to the second dice roll. 24, that's a 10C with a single to center field. And he's on first base. Bringing up Larry Boa now. Rolls a 66. That's going to get him a hit. Go to 42. That gets him to 6. That's going to be a double over first. Runner to third. G runner scores. A G runner. And I believe that's Maddox over there. Maddox is a G base runner. And he is going to score on the double from Boa over first base. So that's going to go down the line. A hard double over into the corner. Gonna bring him home. He's gonna end up on second base. Man on second. Bob Boone up now. 31. That's gonna be a 14. That's gonna be a base on balls. He's down on first now. Man on first and second now. And Petrie's in trouble. Tug McGraw up now. And he rolls a 53. That'll be a 21. That's going to be out at first. Runners advance 1 base. So it's going to be that'll be a 3-1 put out from Bergman to Petrie for that out. And McGraw is out, but the runners advance. And Pete Rose is back up. And he rolls a 64, gets a 41. And that's going to be a wild pitch. 1 runner scores, the other moves over. And that's going to bring home the run. So he scores. He's going to go over to third. Here's the row. That's going to be a hit for Pete Rose, 11. Rolls a 61. Gets him a 6. Pete Rose with a double to left center. And over there to the wall. He's going to score. Rose going to make his way over to second base. And Petrie in all kind of trouble here. It's 3-0 now with a man on second. Bake McBride back up. He rolls a 16, gets him a 24. That's going to be a fly out over to Sweet Lou Whitaker to end the inning finally. On the pop-up to Sweet Lou. And after a rough inning from Dan Petrie, Phillies up 3-0 going into the bottom of the second.